because I think once the batsman gets him starting to try and bowl you out, you've got a far greater chance of scoring runs off McGrath.
That's nice play. His outfield here a lot quicker than we saw in Darwin. He's got that well enough. And Sharker, and that's a lovely shot.
A couple of boundaries will give them a little bit of confidence. That's the right way to play under these conditions. As soon as he realised that it was outside leg stump, and knowing that there was no one back there, he didn't worry about whether it went in the air or not. But that's the important thing when you're batting under difficult conditions. If you get an opportunity to score, you've got to make the most of it.
That's well done. Mohamed on again, and so they'll be looking for 3.
Here's one of the gaps. They just get any sort of bat on the ball and McGrath drifts onto the stumps, you can pick up 3 runs, and that's why they haven't hurt the Australians even when the field has been at its most attacking. But a good shot. Again, the consistency of McGrath not there in these 3 deliveries he's bowled. He's drifted onto middle stump. Sharker being good enough to hit down the leg and then throw in the Yorker at the toes.
Might have been an attempt at a Yorker, the point that Ian Healy was making. Hit it slightly wrong in their runs. Once again, it's a labouring Lehmann who's doing the chasing.
Well, the one thing Gillespie is trying here is changing his position on the crease. He went wide on the crease there, firing it into the stumps and into the pads, rather than following up the ball that nipped back over the off stump. And there's the laborious Lehmann, as you say, Greggy. Here he goes. Just keeping it to 3. Away from the right-hander. So sort of bottom right of screen to top left.
That's well played. Very nicely played. Hooked away on the onside. Gillespie down there will cut it off. So nicely played for 2. Anything straight, they seem to be handling quite well.
Getting too many opportunities to handle it well as well. This is outside leg stump, and that's perfect for the risky players of Bangladesh. Almost forcing 3 there on Gillespie. Backing across, having a good look at it. And Sharker playing very well.
A little bit too wide. They've also played some excellent shots along the way, like that one. The ball's there to hit, these guys have hit it, and they've shown their intent. They're a bit wide, they've thrown the bat at it. Really has been a good start in Bangladesh. They've probably talked about it a fair bit with Dav Watmore. Where can we learn from the first test match? Where do we go wrong? Maybe we're in our shells a little bit too much. These guys have done extremely well.
Shot there from Sharker. There's Javed Omar back on strike. This is the sort of thing we didn't see a lot of in Darwin. Stuart MacGill continues.
Oh.
Glad he got some bat on that. Pretty smart shot when it comes off. Love doing the chasing, he won't get there. Brings the 50 up for Bangladesh, 1 for 51. I'll be more than happy after being inserted by the Australians. Half century comes up with 1 wicket down.
Looks like a premeditated shot. Sharker, he was down early. Saw it full and just went down early. Big gap there behind square leg. Looks like a downtown.
I'll take him on if he keeps bowling that. That one's got away from him, as can happen with a leg spinner. Shakar was up to it. Saw an easy boundary coming, got it away.
Stuart MacGill trying a big ripping leg break, just didn't quite come out of the fingers right. Matty Hayden at short leg slip might have been ducking for cover, as well as Darren Shrek Lehmann at bat pad. It's okay, leggies are going to bowl those sort of things. Cast, I thought Brett might have swung the ball a little bit more.
Oh! Stuart MacGill this time in the gully, tough chance. Look to get both hands to it, albeit not a lot of either. Top of the fingers, halfway up the fingers. Wasn't able to take the pace off it and take the catch.
Well, this one did swing just right at last minute. It was fuller, it swung, it was high. Went very, very quick. A tough chance for the Aussies. Tough one for Stuart MacGill. just beating for pace. It's just come too quick off the bat.
So the last 8 overs have been very productive.
Brett Lee, a chase for him, and no chance. That was beautifully hit.
It's been a well-used shot by Shaka. The sweep, he's had full tosses as well as half volleys to sweep, and that's pitched outside leg. No problems if you're going to play the shot that well. And Brett Lee could probably find himself going a little finer, a little too square there in the background. He's been beaten several times. He can move closer to that bench of the Bangladesh reserves.
Anand Shaka has really led the way here today in Cairns for Bangladesh. He's played that sweep shot beautifully. He's done it on a number of occasions. That's his 5th boundary.
There's not a very Bangladeshi looking person with the flag. Full toss. Stuart MacGill getting the drift that he wants, but not controlling it. And very well played.
He picked that one and he's timed it beautifully. What he's got to do now is carry on with this. He's playing so well. He's an ex-captain of the under-19 side for Bangladesh, so that might tell us that he's got a pretty good temperament and thinks well about the game. He's just got to control his emotions now.
A risky cut shot, isn't it? The wrist, this is where he gets his pace from. Oof. Throws the blade at the ball with the wrists. Well played. One sweep. MacGill overcompensates. Penalises him again. This time walks across his stumps and works into the gap left for him. All the runs other than the cut shots that he's played from Stuart MacGill have been scored on the leg side. 46 runs now and just 73 balls. There's his scoring from Stuart MacGill. They really want him playing off the front foot, looking to drive through cover.
This time he goes square, and that's a very, very good 50 from Anand Shaka.
50 runs to Anand Shaka.
7 boundaries in that 50.
He likes his shot. He tried it very early in Stuart MacGill's spell. It's a half volley. He's down on the front pad and smashes it in front of square, very much like Steve Waugh's favourite boundary shot. 50 runs from 74 balls. His 3rd in Test cricket. Bangladesh have reaped the rewards.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Long chase for Steve Waugh.
Well, we said Habibul Bashar can be a little area outside off stump, but Shaka certainly not. Once again, very compact. Bats out of his crease, back into his crease with that back foot, very much like Michael Slater. And brilliant composure and timing there. And that's the 5th 3 that's been hit through the covers.
Didn't make the batsman play enough, or they bowled a little bit short. I think what you'll see the bowlers doing now, especially Jason Gillespie, who's about to start proceedings, he really will attack that off stump.
Right, well, here we go. First ball after lunch. Oh, and what a way to get going after lunch. He must have had a nice big plate of curry, I've got to tell you. Smashed that one through the offside field for 4.
Well, there's nothing like a bit of a chat at lunch. Let's make sure we build up a bit of pressure on the Bangladesh batsman. Let's make sure that first over's right on the mark. Jason Gillespie. Well, it's not a bad delivery, actually. Not too full, but an excellent shot. Really good shot, and what a way to start first up after lunch. That's a great start for Bangladesh, continuing on from where they left off. This partnership's now worth 60 runs just off 71 balls.
It's amazing what a little bit of confidence can do for batsmen. Just get over some of the hooligans that you might have been running through your mind in the lead up to the start of this innings. You then lose the toss, you put into bat. A few things happen, a few close calls, and then all of a sudden things start to go for you, and that was an example of confidence. Beautifully played on the up through the offside. The question now that confronts Steve Waugh is, In the air. Oh, and he's dropped it. He's dropped it. Another one down. Well, it was going like a rocket, but I've got to say it's the sort of catch that the Australians normally swallow.
Well, that's the third one put down in that area. Matthew Hayden's got an excellent pair of hands. He doesn't miss too many. Jason Gillespie bowling a fuller length. Another attempt to drive, just got that awkward height. He might have beat him for pace. It seemed like it hit his hands quick. Not happy with that one. That hurt too. Matty Hayden, generally very, very safe in that area. It's a nice nick, good height. Just got himself a bit too side on maybe, and just got himself in an awkward position.
Now keep going. Oh, he's hit that beautifully. That's whistling away through the offside. Not quite off the meat of the bat, but I think it's going to go far enough. Is it just going to make it? Perhaps it was a few inches short.
Once again, when the ball's full and wide, they're not afraid. They've showed their intent. They're not afraid to have a go. Ricky Ponting, excellent in the field, just showing some soccer skills as well. I think it's pretty safe there. I think his foot was behind the rope. Or was it touching it? It might be 4 actually.
And that's the reaction you get. Oh, that won't make Gillespie happy either. That's a thick edge through the gap between the man at third slip and Stuart MacGill is in a floating slip position. But another boundary for Bangladesh.
Went through a catchable height too. Ouch, that hurts. Glenn McGrath not happy in the previous over. Either Jason Gillespie. Or should he be? Easy 2 to finish off the over.
That's the over.
1 for 130.
Toss. It's hit him on the full, on the foot in front of middle stump. The rules now say that the umpire can adjudicate that that's going straight on.
Which is a stupid law in my opinion. I don't think an umpire, in fact I think Shepherd's done the right thing here. If it's hit him on the full, it's bounced, so it doesn't become a problem, but I think that's an absolutely stupid law.
Straight away, they're up again. This time David Shepherd gets the chance to put the right index finger up, and MacGill breaks through once again.
That's the one delivery that throughout his innings Anand Sharkar had trouble with. The one that skids straight on. Here he is looking to flick it on the onside. Umpire Shepherd says yes, that was going straight on. Would have hit middle, and unfortunately Anand Sharkar is gone. He's played very well for his 76, and Bangladesh are 4 for 156.